Hello again, hello again. Here we are, comprehension check number 14 in the week 3 packet. So we have a reading about a pufferfish today. We'll get to learn something new. Okay, here we go. A pufferfish, also known as a blowfish, has an interesting way of defending itself from predators. By swallowing large amounts of air or water, the pufferfish can turn itself into a large ball covered with sharp spines. Most enemies swim off, not wanting to swallow the spiky fish. The pufferfish has 4 teeth, which it uses to open mussels, clams, and shellfish. They also eat algae, worms, and crustaceans. A pufferfish lives about 10 years. Very cool. That would have been a cool animal to do for our animal reports. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll go over the questions. And remember, if you got your crayons, you can go ahead and use them to underline the information in the reading, and then you can write it over here or just call the underlining good. So the first question is, what is another name for a pufferfish? So with your red crayon, come over here, find the information, and go ahead and underline it. And if you'd like, you can write it on the line here. How does a pufferfish turn itself into a large ball? That one is orange. Find the information, underline it. If you want, write it over here. How many teeth does a pufferfish have? Find it with yellow. Underline it. If you want, write it over here. Name one thing that a pufferfish likes to eat. And that's in green. So again, they only want one. It tells us several things, but you just need to give one. Especially if you write it over here, you can just give one. How long does a pufferfish live? So find that. If you have a blue crayon or marker, you can underline it in blue if you want, and then write the answer right here. So I'm going to have you go ahead, pause the video for a moment to do your work, and we'll come back and go over the answers. Welcome back, and here we are to go over the answers. Our first question was, what is another name for a pufferfish? So a pufferfish, also known as a blowfish. So I underlined that in red. Again, you could write it over here if you want. How does a pufferfish turn itself into a large ball? Orange. So it says by swallowing large amounts of air or water, the pufferfish can turn itself into a large ball covered with sharp spines. Now, you don't have to write all of that over here if you write it. You can just say it turns itself into a large ball by swallowing air or water. Okay? How many teeth does a pufferfish have? Yellow. The pufferfish has 4 teeth. Now, over here, please do not just write the number 4. We want to write it as a complete sentence. So if you write it out, the pufferfish has 4 teeth. Okay? Name one thing that a pufferfish likes to eat. So over here, I underlined the mussels, clams, and shellfish. They also eat algae, worms, and crustaceans. You just had to have one of those. So if you wrote it over here, you could just say, it likes to eat clams, or it likes to eat worms. Worms. Sounds delicious. Okay, and the last question was, how long does a pufferfish live? A pufferfish lives about 10 years, and you could write that exact sentence, or it lives for 10 years, just not 10. Okay, we like to write our answers in complete sentences. So there are your answers if you underlined, and if you chose to write them, awesome job for extra practice. So we got another one coming up. I'll see you soon.